All right. So, like I said, we're going to go through one question of each type, and I'm going to let you guys actually choose which question I go through. On each one. Let's make this big enough we can see it. All right. So, of the first four, which one do we want to go over? Which one do we do in class? 4 it is. All right. Claire, you picked 4, so you don't get to pick again. This is 4, right? No, that's not 4. Which one's 4? Oh, this is 4. That
2 over 3 minus 2.
This one. All right. My bad. All right. So this is our first one. Let's take a look at it. So what do we do here to solve this? What's the first thing we have to do? We add or subtract fractions. Create a what? Common denominator. That's the first thing you got to do. Now, what Margaret Bailey was saying, V-I-N-A-T-O-R. All right, I had to think about how to spell it. Good thing I teach math. So once you find it, should be on the midterm. Study guide. Okay. All right, so can you, then Margaret Bailey said, once I create my common denominator, what else could I do? Could I turn them into improper? Yes. Do I have to?
No.
No. Can you? Yes. Okay, so let's start here. What is the lowest common denominator of the LCD? 6. I love this one. It's a pretty simple one. It's 2 and 3. What do we remember about how do we get common denominators? Do y'all remember like anything about the prime composite thing we talked about? Yeah, do you remember anything?
If it's most likely if it's a prime number, you're gonna have to multiply it by the other.
Yeah. If you have 2 prime numbers, you always multiply them together. That gives you your lowest common denominator. If it's a prime and a composite, typically it is also multiplied. It can have the prime go into the composite. That's possible. If you have 2 composite, you're probably going to find a lower common denominator. Okay? So this one is a prime, 3 is prime, and so is 2. They're both prime numbers. So it's simply going to be 6. All right, so what's my equivalent fraction to 2/3? 4/6. Thank you, sir. And my equivalent fraction to 3/2? 9/6. All right, now, here's my question. Do I have to borrow?
Yeah.
You don't have
You don't need to just type in numbers.
Yes.
Just type your username at student.jc.org. You don't need to take your iPad and your password. All right.
Oh, you take away from the 2.
So can we do this without turning it to a mixed number?
No.
Yes. We can. Or an improper fraction. We could turn this to a mixed number. What would this be as a mixed number?
16 over 6.
1 and 3/6.
Oh yeah, because you split the 9 up and.
Well, how many times does 6 go into 9? How many left over?
3.
There you go. So now can I subtract what's 4 minus 3?
1.
Thank you. I don't know. Oh, that's tricky. 1. Do I do anything with the denominator? No, it just stays the same. 2 minus 1.
1.
There's the answer.
Can you do it the way?
Now the other way to do it. The other way to do it is to go ahead and turn this into improper.
Yes.
Which makes it 16 over 6 minus 9 over 6, which gives us 7 over 6, which simplifies back to 1 and 1/6.
I like that.
Either way works. Does it matter which one you use? No. It's whichever one makes the most sense to you.
Okay.
Are they both right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. Somebody else pick from the decimal problems. All right, Jay, your hand was up first.
7.
7. All right. All right, let me clear this off. We'll go and do number 7 real quick. All right. Is this 7?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I think you picked an easy one. All right. Now, here's my question. What do you have to do first?
Align decimals.
No.
You write out the equation.
No. You find
numbers.
You make common denominators.
What? Huh? What is addition?
I know. You still make common denominators.
Wait, you just add?
Watch. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I know. We didn't talk about this because I didn't want to really freak you out at the beginning of the school year because you were already freaked out. But what is a common denominator? Somebody has the same pieces, right? The same number of parts. What do you think lining up the decimal places is? Creating a common denominator. Then this one and that one are both out of 10.
No, 10.
Ones. are ones place. What are the 2 and the 9? They're both tens place. It's a common size. You're doing the same thing. Now, I know, thank you, I tried. Sorry, Claire. It might be true, but still, it's not nice to do. All right, so if I add them together, that part's not the hard part. 8 plus 4 is
12.
2, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1. 3. 2 plus 9.
11.
Carry the 1.
5.
513 and 2 tenths. All right,
That was easy.
I agree. All right, moving to the next one. Let's take a look at multiplying fractions of the next 6. Caleb, number 10. All right. Margaret Bailey, you can pick the last one.
Yes.
Okay? All right. You had your hand up every time, but Caleb did beat you on that one. Is this number 10?
Yes.
Okay. So, I know, they didn't look at the back page. They should have. They should have looked at 13 or 14 on the back page. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you, Claire. But it's done the same way no matter what. Now, I don't disagree. Last class did pick number 14. Now. All right. So first things first. When I have multiplication, do I have to create common denominators? No. So I'm just going to bring this over just so I can write it a little bit bigger. 13 over 9. And I don't like the x. I never have. Over 6. What do I? So I don't have that common denominators. What do I check for first? Cross reducing, right? Arden's over here doing this. And she's right. That's how she remembers it. That works for me perfectly. Does 6, is there a common pair between 6 and 13? No, that one's prime. How about 5 and 9? No, that one's prime too. So what do I just do? Multiply across. What's 9 times 6? 54. What's 5 times 3? 5. Carry the 1. What's 5 times 1?
55.
Plus 1?
55.
Plus 1, 65. Am I done yet?
No.
No. I've got to make this number. So, can I speak? Thank you very much. How many times does 54 go into 65?
1.
How many left over?
11.
Are you done?
Oh, 54.
Now, the upside, and we talked about this, but a lot, my first piece, they didn't remember me saying this. If you can't cross reduce, you can't simplify the fraction. If you can't cross reduce here, you can't reduce here. Now we can do the whole number every time. But we can't simplify the fraction. If you don't simplify here, you don't simplify here. If you can't cross reduce or vertically reduce, you can't reduce at all. That's one of the nice things about that. Okay? So as you go through the test, kind of keep that in the back of your head. All right. All right. Margaret Bailey.
Yes.
What of the last, I think it's like what, last 6? Do you want me to do?
16.
Your name's not Margaret Bailey.
19.
19. Which one is 19?
7 and 7 over 12.
This one? All right.
No.
No, what is it
7
again,
and 7
Margaret?
over 12.
7 and 7 12 divided by 111.
That one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. This one's my favorite. This one. All right. All right. Well, Claire, you need to pick. You pick first. Now,
15's pretty good.
now, let's do this one. Now, on fractions, what's the first thing I gotta actually know on this? I've got to multiply by the reciprocal or Kentucky chicken fried. All right, hey, whatever makes you laugh. All right, Kentucky, keep change, flip, Kentucky chicken fried. All right, but before I do that, what do I have to do now? This is what I have to, not mix, but improper.
No, improper.
Okay, so 7 times 12 is
84.
plus what, 7? 84 plus 7?
91.
91 over 12 divided by,
11.
why are you not writing?
I don't know.
It jumped back to the dot. That's weird. All right, 1 over 11. All right, ready?
No.
Now, this is my keep, change, flip.
Yeah.
So 91 over 12, keep, change to 11 over 1. Now, can I cross reduce?
No.
No. Now, the denominator is pretty easy. I can do 1 times 12 and get 12. Now, I've got to come over here and go 91 divided times 11. I like this one because it's really easy. 190
91.
19 10 1001.
Well, what?
Because I wrote big.
No, not like. Not
Because
like
you're in
that.
honors, Gabby. Now,
Wait, which one is it? Is it
91 and 910. 1 plus 0 is 1. 9 plus 1 is 0. Carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. That's 1001. Okay? It's the mathematical palindrome. Now, backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So, do I have any more work to do?
83.
I'm gonna have to divide. That's what Caleb just told us to do. He jumped the gun and told us what it was. But we're gonna go ahead and show our work. How many times does 12 go into 10? I don't know. Does it go into 100 though? I do know.
Yes.
How many times?
8.
8. Thank you, math facts. We love this. So that's 96. That makes 51 left over. How many times does 12 go into 51?
4.
4 times. That's 48.
41.
Is it 41? It is 41. So how many times does it go into now? 3. So 30. So 41 minus 36 and 5 12. So 83 and 5 12 is our answer.
Do we have to do it like that on the 10?
Only if you want full credit.
No, like.
What?
Only if you want full credit, Jay. You don't have to do any work on the test, just plan to fail.
I know.
All right,
Yeah.
so,
What?
well, he said, do I have to do it like this? The answer is no.